99% of the artificial intelligence startups launching today will be dead in 24 months, and the quality of their code has absolutely nothing to do with it. The software as a service market for AI is projected to hit $300 billion by 2026. Money is pouring into the sector at a record pace. Yet underneath that massive valuation, thousands of developers are quietly going bankrupt. They are all making the exact same structural errors. The sheer volume of hype is blinding founders. They are mistaking access to powerful technology for a functional, defensible business model. If you examine the remains of a typical recently deceased 2026 AI startup, a clear pattern emerges. You can systematically dissect the company and trace the failure back to exactly 5 fatal flaws. Pinpointing what killed these companies reveals the specific traits shared by the 1% of founders who are actually capturing wealth right now. Surviving the current AI gold rush requires studying the graveyard. Cause of death number 1 is the absence of a moat. Relying on a clever text prompt or a basic routing algorithm offers zero competitive advantage. If your product relies on generic logic, a competitor can clone it in 24 hours. That leads directly to cause of death number 2, extreme API dependency. An API, or application programming interface, is the software bridge that lets your app talk to external servers. Here is the structural reality. A massive tech giant server block connects to a startup's user base by a fragile bridge. You are renting your core product. If OpenAI pushes an update that natively includes your feature, that bridge snaps. Your business is wiped out overnight. Building a company entirely on rented third-party infrastructure makes you structurally fragile. Cause of death number 3 is falling into the wrapper trap. A wrapper is simply a sleek user interface built over a free foundation model, like ChatGPT or Claude. Consumers refuse to pay a premium for a cosmetic layer over a tool they can access for free, which triggers cause of death number 4, the distribution delusion. This pie chart illustrates the fatal imbalance. Founders regularly allocate 99% of their effort into product engineering, leaving a razor-thin 1% for marketing and distribution. The result is a zero-growth flatline. If you cannot reach an audience, the quality of your AI code is entirely irrelevant. Nobody will ever execute it. Superior product design cannot compensate for a lack of proprietary value and a missing pipeline to an audience. The final cause of death is solving fake problems. There is a massive difference between building a cool AI feature and solving a boring, high-friction operational headache that businesses actually pay to eliminate. Founders build the technology first, fall in love with it, and then desperately search for a user problem it might solve. Pushing technological novelty without a validated, painful use case guarantees failure. The winners of the 2026 AI Gold Rush are not the best engineers or the fastest coders. The founders actually capturing wealth right now are the ones who control 2 specific assets: distribution pipelines and proprietary data. Unique, localized data, like a private library of legal contracts or proprietary medical records, forms an impenetrable moat. Generic APIs trained on public internet data cannot replicate it. Exclusive data and direct access to users are the only defensible assets an AI startup can possess. 2 specific business models are currently dominating the market. The first is vertical AI. Vertical AI is highly specialized, industry-specific intelligence. A model trained exclusively to review commercial real estate leases or analyze radiology scans will easily outperform a generic chatbot. The second successful model is AI agents as a service. This diagram shows the shift. Traditional software merely assists employees within a continuous workflow loop. Now, the human silhouette is removed from the process node entirely and seamlessly replaced by an autonomous agent that executes the workflow from start to finish. Stop building wrappers. Stop renting your core technology. Start building actual moats. Generational wealth in the AI sector goes to the people who own the workflow and the data, not the people selling generic tools.